Welcome, citizen of the verse, ValSim here. I will take you on a journey through the vast expanse of Star Citizen and explore the illegal salvage cleanup missions done with the Vulture. How can you successfully complete not one, not two, but 3 illegal cleanup missions with one run? Is it worth to do those illegal salvage cleanup missions? I will try to answer those questions and to some more in the following recording. Let's dive in. Before starting the first illegal salvage cleanup mission, I would like to thank to @Gibson1005 who told me under the comments of one of my previous recordings that he is doing those missions with the Vulture, and if done it correctly, you can make a lot of money. Once again, thanks for this, Gibson1005. Let's jump now immediately to the main subject and start the test. First, in order to be able to do this mission, you must be based at Seraphim Station, which is the best place to start. Also is very important, do not start to choose the mission while you are still at the station, because once you accept the mission, there is a timer of 60 minutes that will start. Not that this is not enough to do the mission, but you never know. So, take your Vulture from Seraphim Station and fly to Yela. Also, one important note, it's about the gear you should have. Best is to have a light or medium armor with a standard weapon, medpens, something to drink, and the most important, a tractor beam. On your way to Yela, or when you arrived in Yela, is the moment when you have to select the illegal salvage cleanup mission. You go to personal, salvage, and be careful. There is only one mission that you must select for the Vulture, and this is the last one in the end of the list. The mission requires to extract a Cutlass Black or a Constellation Andromeda. If the mission is complete, you will be paid 80,000 Alpha aUEC, which is not bad at all. Do not take the contract just above, which is for a Hammerhead cleanup mission and cannot be executed with the Vulture. The Hammerhead contract can be done with a Reclaimer or SRV. If you have a SRV, you could be interested to watch my illegal salvage mission with the SRV guide. You can find the link in the comments down below. The illegal salvage cleanup missions in patch 3.22 are only around Yela, and that's why you have to start select the mission when you are in orbit around Yela, not earlier, in order not to lose precious time. When you accepted the mission, you see on the top that the 60-minute timer is starting. This is in theory the maximum time you have before the security will come. So it's enough time, but keep in mind that we are around Yela, near Green Hex, so the probability to cross the way of a pirates or to be ambushed by a pirate ships is always there and is not small. So if you spot some red dots, markers, try to quantum away from the place, and later you can abandon the mission. You will lose nothing and there is no loss of reputation for something. Approach the marker at about 1000 meters. The marker will disappear and a second marker will appear, which is the actual location of the ship to salvage. Depending on the server FPS connection, however, the first marker could stay longer and you have to approach it more closely. Keep trying until you get the second marker. If after some time you still do not get the second marker, the mission is bugged and you have to abandon it and accept a new one. When you are near the ship, do not salvage the ship, but start immediately to fracture it using right alt plus W. When fracturing the ship is finished, you will see that immediately the contract is done and the mission is finished, so you get 80,000 Alpha aUEC. Congratulations. Go closer and start the next step using right alt plus S for disintegrate mode. The Cutlass Black is smaller compared to the Andromeda and can be disintegrated in a shorter time. Disintegrating the ship is the extra bonus you get from the illegal salvage cleanup mission. You fill the Vulture buffer up to 13 SCU. When ready, you have to leave the zone as quickly as possible and normally quantum towards one OM point of yellow. Here I go to OM2, and once arrived, you can clear the buffer and start filling the cargo of the Vulture. While arranging the containers in the Vulture, I want to specify that you can now stack 24 containers in the Vulture and not only 12 containers, which is very important to know. When ready, go for the next illegal salvage cleanup mission and repeat this 2 more times. Now I will forward the next 2 missions, since you have to repeat exactly the same as the first mission. Do not forget that when you disintegrate the ship from the third mission and you fill the buffer, you have to clear the buffer only when you are at the station where you will sell. After you finished selling the containers from mission 1 and 2, you have to return to your Vulture and clear the buffer, and then go to sell at the admin office the containers from the third mission. Once at Grim Hex, you have to go to the admin office, which you can see here where the red flash is pointing. The most efficient way is to sell your construction material at Grim Hex, like I'm doing now, since it's nearby and is very fast, but it's a lawless place, so keep in mind that the possibility is there that pirate ships will attack you and will most probably destroy your Vulture, and you will lose all your cargo. So, if you are not for the more efficient way but more secure way, you can go to sell your construction materials at Horizon. After selling all the construction materials, you have 2 options. Full efficiency and full risk. You stay locked in the same server, you continue and you repeat the same run by doing 3 illegal salvage cleanup missions. Or log out from this server and log in a new different server. This is more safe and a better way, since by doing this you will join a new server and in fact will start your illegal cleanup mission run for the first time. If you choose to go and continue in the same server, there is a chance that pirates spotted your Vulture when coming to sell at Grim Hex and also saw you leaving. And when you are returning happy after 3 more illegal cleanup missions full with construction material, like I did, you most probably will be attacked by the pirates' ships and your Vulture will blow up like this. However, if you like the risk, you can of course try it and live dangerously and without getting any pirates. In the end, the choice is yours. I mentioned it on my structural salvage recording that the real king of patch 3.22 for the Vulture is the normal salvage, since the price of the RMC almost doubled, and this is still the truth. You can still make quite a nice profit while doing 20,000 alpha UEC salvage contracts by combining the salvage and the structural salvage, or the 50,000 alpha UEC contract where you can only salvage a C2 with the Vulture. However, I must say that the illegal salvage cleanup missions are the most efficient and quick money maker for the Vulture for the moment for patch 3.22. No other contract is offering you for the Vulture to get 80,000 alpha UEC in a couple of minutes without any additional spend. Even you can stop here and not doing the structural salvaging by fracturing the ship and collecting the plus minus 13 SU of construction material, and with the only 80,000 alpha UEC, it's a very profitable and easy to do mission. If you put on the top the construction materials, you will get a very nice amount of money, which, as you saw, you can repeat 3 times in the same run. A quick summary of the single run I did with the Vulture, doing 3 illegal salvage cleanup missions. I earn from the missions 3 times 80,000 alpha USC equal to 240,000 alpha USC, and the total sales of the construction material was around 210,000 alpha USC, so a total profit of about 450,000 alpha USC for the single run. I hope you liked my recording and learned something which will help you complete your illegal salvage cleanup missions with the Vulture in more easy and efficient way. If you liked what you saw, please push the button and subscribe to my channel. This is a new and small channel, so any additional support from you will be very much appreciated and will help develop the channel and allow me to continue making new recordings for you. Thank you. CIG are back from their holidays and we started to get some news about some interesting updates. As always, I will try to cover as much as possible from this new content from the point of view of an average player in order to help you play Star Citizen in a much more easy and fun way. Hope to see you this year again. All the best. Take care.